So I used to never give a fuck about music. I mean, I listened to some music, but I never really cared for it. Well, one day I came across this song that changed the way I would think of music. And this song was from a pretty unknown band you probably haven't heard of. It's an underrated band. Uh, the song was called I'm Not Okay by My Chemical Romance. And I loved it. I couldn't stop listening to it. I was addicted to this shit. And then I got recommended a song called Mama. And if you've listened to it, you know this is a crazy ass song. And to this day, this is my favorite My Chem song. So I decided to listen to their album, The Black Parade, and holy shit, this is such a good album. I needed more, so I listened to their first album, I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love, and I loved it. This might be a hot take, but this is my favorite My Chem album. I love older albums, but this album just does something to me. So I decided to listen to older albums, and I love them. And ever since then, they've been my favorite band to this day. But one day, I was listening to some My Chem when this band came up called Paramore. So I listened to their song, Turn It Off, and I liked it. So I gave them a try and listened to their album, Riot, and it was so goddamn good. So then I listened to their debut album, All We Know Is Falling, and it was pretty good. Not their best material, but still a good listen. Then I listened to Brand New Eyes and their self-titled album. I think it was so fucking good. But while I was listening to their self-titled album for the first time, and I was listening to Haley singing, and I started to get kinda hard. Her voice just did something to me. But for the longest time, I didn't listen till after Laughter because I heard they changed their style, but I really needed more Paramore. By the way, this was before This Is Why, which was a pretty good album, so I listened to it and it was actually pretty good. Then I discovered Get Scared and listened to Everyone's Out to Get Me, which was a good album. So I listened to their other stuff. Well, except for their EP, Bill for Blame, Laced with Shame, which I didn't listen to because they had a different vocalist for that album, or EP, whichever one you want to call it. Because it was a new vocalist. Well, because this new vocalist did some disgusting stuff that I won't be getting into. But if you know, you know. But it was just for this one EP, and their old vocalist came back. But for listening to this band, I got recommended this band called Pierce the Veil. And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't a huge fan of Vic's vocals. But it grew on me, and I really loved their album, Selfish Machines, and their Magnet Opus, Collide with the Sky. I also really liked Misadventures and Flirt for Dramatic. This was before The Jaws of Life, which was a good album, but it didn't the same as their others. They made a song that has a shit ton of views. Features some dude named Kellen Quinn, who has his own band called Sleeping with Sirens, which made an amazing album. Let's cheers to this. I also found the infamous Ronnie Radke, who made Dying Is Your Latest Fashion with his old band, The Skip the Fate, which is such a good fucking album, and it's my favorite Ronnie project. But I also really like the album he made with his new band, Falling in Reverse, called The Drug in Me and You. But besides that, I haven't really listened to any of his new stuff. Well, those songs are pretty good, even though The Drug in Me is You has a lot of self-jerking lyrics. Another band I really like is Mayday Parade. Spotify kept recommending me their album Hey Lesson in Romantics, so I gave them a try and I thought it was a great album. I thought it was a really good album. So I listened to their whole discography. My favorites are A Lesson in Romantics and Sunnyland. My top 3 favorite bands. Number 3, Pierce the Veil. Number 2, Paramore. And number 1, well, you already know this one, My Chemical Romance. And I'll be honest with you, I can't imagine a life without these bands. And much more that I didn't even mention in this video. Well, new videos every other Friday. Subscribe, faggots.
hear your voice of treason. Will you come home and stop the pain tonight? Stop this pain tonight. Don't waste your time on me, you're already a voice inside my